Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Every time Russian MiG-31, I think M, takes off, everybody shits their pants. Why? Because that's the one that can carry Kinzhal missiles, hypersonic missiles, and those Kinzhal hypersonic missiles could be armed with nuclear warheads. So every time a MiG-31 takes off, everybody is like, can I use the restroom? Sorry, occupied here, occupado. So they can't do it. So if the Patriot systems could destroy the Kinzhal hypersonic, I don't know what the rush and the desperation is. Probably because the Ukrainians do not have enough Patriot systems to destroy all these hypersonic missiles, which the West now says the Russians don't even have hypersonic. They got that point, but it's high alert in Ukraine. So let's see what's going on here with this article coming from Ukrainska Pravda. Air raid warning issued across all of Ukraine as MiG jet takes off in Russia. So this is MiG-31. An air raid warning was issued across all of Ukraine on the afternoon of June 15, 2023. The source: map of air raid warnings in Ukraine. Colonel Yuri Hnat, Ukraine's Air Force spokesperson, on air of the 24/7 National Joint Newscast. So he said it on air. We do not hear Mr. Zaluzny on air. Well, I don't know if he ever gave any air raids warnings, to be fair. The speed with which air raid warnings were issued across all of Ukraine suggests that the MiG-31K fighter jet, possibly armed with a Kinzhal ballistic missile, had likely taken off in Russia. So, MiG-31K. Yuri Hnat, spokesman for Ukraine's Air Force, confirmed this on the national 24/7 newscast. Hnat said that this might be a training flight, but the danger of a possible attack must not be ignored. He advised Ukrainians to proceed to the nearest shelter or observe the, and I'm quoting, two walls rule, safety rule, whereby a person keeps two walls without windows between them and the street during attacks. Update: All clear was given in a number of Ukrainian regions an hour later, around 16:48, so 4:48 p.m. So these guys really are scared of this MiG-31K. Sometimes they take off from Belarus, and again, they're all using the restroom because they might have Kinzhal, and they could have ballistic missiles over there with nuclear warheads. Interesting. I have two articles here ready where this is how the game is played. The Ukrainians are supposed to, ask and promote, hey, look, the Russians are killing only civilians. They state that. Their mass media promotes it. The Western media takes it, promotes it to us. We start crying and being upset and obviously blame the Russians for being more criminals. And you have the American politicians saying, hey, you know what? There's a way. If we give them air defense systems, those criminals could not conduct those air raids anymore. And we say, yes. And again, that's how the circle goes. And then the Ukrainians ask, hey, please give us some air defense systems, their media. Hey, we need air defense systems because look what happened. The American media, the Western media picks it up, gives it to us. Hey, I think if they would have the defense systems, air defense systems, they could protect the population and the civilian infrastructure from those evil guys. And the politicians are, yes, I think we do. So that's how the circle goes. And then they do it, they send it over there, and it goes on and on and on. That's how it started from the very beginning with the juveniles. Remember, the same way. We need that for the Russian tanks. And again, the tanks are killing, these are attacking Bucha, they destroy Kiev, they are civilians. Okay, send them. Okay, we need now howitzers. We need howitzers. Okay, man. Again, the same circle. Then they need that, armored vehicles, and then they need that HIMARS, and then they short-range missile systems, and then they need tanks, and then they need warplanes, then they need long-range missiles. The same thing. Then they need Patriot. They got Patriot. Yes, we got Patriot. They destroyed all the Russian missiles attacking Kiev, including the Kinzhals. Yay! Buy one, get one free. Commercial. Anyway, so but we don't have too many. If we would have many more, we would save lives. Send us more. Yes, the Russians are killing those guys in those territories. Send them so we can put them over there. Yes, Americans, be okay with that. Yes, that's how the whole circle goes around. At least according to my interpretation of, it's not interpretation because that's how it works. Just look around. Just pay attention, and it's the same pattern. The guys are saying the Russians are killing only civilians, somehow. Then they say, well, we have your weapons, but if we have more and better, we could protect civilians. The mass media sends it. This mass media takes it, throws it on us, soften us our heart for good reason. Well, you don't want those killers to kill civilians, right? Terrorists. And then the politicians come with a solution. When the Ukrainians give the solutions, give us more defense systems right here, because if you give us, we're going to save lives. And this guy's going to say, yes, population, we got to do this. And we say, yes, we should do this, yes. And then they do it, pop. And who's paying? You and I. Good job. And who's getting money? The companies that manufacture those weapons. And the politicians and the banks who, lend money to the governments to be able to pay, or the Americans who print money in order to pay, because we are, I don't want to say bankrupt, but we are working in deficit. We're not in profit, in deficit. That means we consume more than we produce, or comes in, or we earned. So how in the hell are we capable of sending them out of what? Some things we don't have? Someone has to pay for that. Who's that? You, your children, my children, grandchildren, and so on. How? Taxes. Anyway, that's it, my friends. So this article, beautiful article, tells us that these guys are scared. They need Patriot systems now, because the Patriot systems will destroy the Kinzhals. Therefore, people will not be under stress because of those criminals. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.